Well, here we are officially starting again. Oh, it worked. None of this will ever make sense to me. That's all it is. None of it. Usually I have to start the stream automatically myself or start it manually. It decided to start it automatically. I can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo. I'm at the Musings. Hey, it's your Wellness Wednesday. How are you? I'm going to talk like Bob Ross today. How's things? It's good? It's real good. I moved my web camera, so now I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Am I in the middle? Is this looking slightly the wrong way? Kind of. Your Wellness Wednesday means I'm not feeling great usually because I didn't broadcast this on any social media. I didn't even set up the super chat, mega chat links in chat. I just don't have the energy to do it. I could. But all I can do right now is think about it. It's like I could have done those things. I didn't do those things. It's fine. Nothing new there. But as far as my wellness, I had the thing I was thinking. I'll do it here and then I might do it again. Because I just want to put this out there somehow. I guess I'll read it off of my phone. And once I get this out of the way, maybe I'll clip it or something. Where is it? Kathy Huey, hello. That's for you. You're home. This is good. I am also home. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We did the birthday stuff, mainly. We did like the I'm adult and birthday stuff, where it's just kind of like, it's Monday. I did have breakfast with Mama called KillCo. I got a free cupcake. That was pretty sweet. What more could you want? Excuse me. It's a day. I've actually had a pleasant-ish day at home, just putzing around on my computer, playing games. I played some Sea of Thieves, and I played some Dark Tide. So I got the playing games out of me, so I could just do a regular stream tonight. Although it's not exactly regular. It's like Wellness Wednesday usually means I'm not feeling great, so I'm going to do this one. This low maintenance live stream on Wednesday. I think there's a lot of other streams that happen on Wednesday. I don't know. I stopped keeping track, aka I stopped caring at all. They're all whiskey related. Woo. Not my job. Not my job, daddy. Ooh. Where did I... Trying to find this very important email that I received. Did I hide it? Where is it? Oh, I did hide it. I put it in a different folder. That's why I can't find it. Is it here? No. Oh, too many folders. Kathy Huey, what else are you doing this week? What are you drinking? Tell me. I need to know these things. I need things to make me feel better. Anything. Travel, work, investments, fitness. Where did I stash this thing? It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Worked outside all day. How hot is it there? Is the next question I have for you. I'm sure it's dreadful. can't figure this out. My brain is in such a state that I'm looking at my email going, why can't I figure out what goes where? That's what's happening. I'm looking at it trying to think of, like, where did I put this email, and I'm having no luck at all. I'll try in the computer. Sometimes it's just my phone is stupid. I did do something exciting just before the stream started. It's not exciting to you, but it's like exciting to me because I did it and it sucked. But I have been plotting out the course from little old me to Oregon. I don't know how this would look on your side. I think it looks just fine this way. So Rhode Island to Oregon. And I did like Google start me here and end here, and it showed me the route. And I then said, all right, show me all the rest stops along this route. And it actually worked. Almost every time I've tried to do that, it didn't work. It just went server problem. This time it worked. So I was able to take the little tedious bit of time it takes to go and like mark off where all these rest stops are along the entire United States. So I did that, and then I realized that's probably not the route I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go further north. So I had to stop, and I'm doing a stream now. Haircuts, grocery shopping, and making homemade carnitas. What's a carnita? It sounds like something I've heard of before, but I don't know what. I could look it up. All right, here we are. What's worse is doing these streams and trying to think. Street taco, okay. Those are good. I think you've had street tacos. Probably. I've had something out of food trucks. Do I remember what? No. Is it in the other account? This is so frustrating. Because I kept this little email, and I've been thinking about doing a little short video about it. Like, all I'm going to do is read what it is and then have my opinions about it. They're not good. They're not happy opinions. They're very angry opinions. Ah. Application restart. Go to hell. Go to hell. Let's see. I'm kind of over myself right now. That's the feeling I'm having today because I can't get anything done. Zenboot, hello. You're welcome. It's you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here as always. Both of you. Greatly appreciate it. I'm just in that mind space where I can't think clearly. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for. I can't find it, and I don't know why. It could be right in front of me, but I'm not sure. Ugh. I know it should be here. Problem is I moved it. That's where it all went wrong. I thought, okay, I'll put this right here so I can find it later. And now I can't find out where I put it. It's not in receipts. It's not in subscriptions. It's not in travel. It's not in work. I have eaten. Surprisingly, I actually took some time to myself and I stopped everything. I didn't eat at my desk, which I always do. And I took a turkey sandwich and an apple and some water, and I sat over there with my big old window sort of open. Not so much open because people can see directly into my apartment if I do that. Because that's the courtyard. Not many people go through there, but it's the summertime and little kids like to do whatever the hell they want. Make a lot of noise, for one thing. I'm at that age, man. Little loud kids having fun. It's like, shut up. Stop aggravating me. I'm befuddled. I'm so befuddled. Because it's important. It's such an important thing. I was looking at it for said reason. There it is. Where are you? Where is this? Where do I move this to? move to inbox. At least I know where it is. All right. I get to read this off. You get to hear it. I'm sorry in advance. And it was in Gmail. All right, here you go. Water Wednesday. We're all eating water. We're all eating water. We're all drinking water. You can eat water when it's ice. That's how you eat water, just so we're clear. You guys ready? You're going to hate this. I hate this. So, as you all know, I'm on Social Security disability. Now you know. And that means I get money from the government every month to help me pay for rent because I don't function like a human being. For right now, I am not functioning very well. At all. So I had to do a very low-key live stream today. And a part of me did think I don't want to do one at all. So that's bad. That's usually bad. Because I'm just not functional. I'm just not. And I got this piece of shit in my email on July 4th. This is from the Social Security office. Ready? Social Security applauds passage of legislation providing historic tax relief for seniors. First of all, I'd like to think that Social Security, generally in the past, has been sort of non-biased and doesn't say, hey, the government's doing such a good job, yay. Usually it would just tell you something if you needed to know, like big changes. And now, big changes, all right. But it's the phrasing and the words they use, and I'm going to commentary and all this, so if you hate this kind of stuff, I'm sorry. But this is my life. This is what's happening. I hate it too. I'll give you the roundup. This is verbatim. I'm going to read it to you. I need a drink. Cheers, everyone. The Social Security Administration, the Social Security is being run by a tool right now, by the way. SSA, Social Security Administration, SSA, is celebrating the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill, a landmark piece of legislation that delivers long-awaited tax relief to millions of older Americans. That statement at the end, long-awaited tax relief to millions of older Americans. What does that mean? Like, what? How is that going to help a lot of other things that are wrong with the country right now? Let's find out more. The bill ensures that nearly 90% of Social Security beneficiaries will no longer pay federal income tax on their benefits, providing meaningful and immediate relief to seniors who have spent a lifetime contributing to our nation's economy. Quote, "This is a historic step forward for American seniors," unquote, said Social Security tool Commissioner Frank Bizgignano. I don't know how to say that last name. I don't care for it. Quote, "For nearly 90 years, Social Security has been a cornerstone of economic security for older Americans by significantly reducing the tax burden on benefits. This legislation reaffirms President Trump's promise to protect Social Security and help ensure that seniors can better enjoy the retirement they've earned," end quote. To President Trump right there. That's what our new commissioner is doing, in my opinion. The new law includes a provision that eliminates federal income taxes on Social Security benefits for most beneficiaries. Most beneficiaries. 90%, most beneficiaries. Those are two different things in my head. Providing relief to individuals and couples. Additionally, it provides an enhanced deduction for taxpayers age 65 and older. We're worrying about lots of people who are on Social Security who are 65 and older. That's where our attention should be right now. Not the people who are young and in schools and need jobs and need to have their education funded. We're not going to worry about that. We got to worry about everyone 65 plus. Ensuring that retirees can keep more of what they have earned. And this is no poking at anyone over 65. I'm just saying this looks like it's being pointed at the wrong direction and more. Social Security remains committed to providing timely, accurate information to the public and will continue working closely with federal partners to ensure beneficiaries understand how this legislation may affect them. That's it. That's all it says. It has nothing on here about the cuts to SNAP. And it has nothing on here about the cuts to Medicare. Medicare, Medicaid? I always get them both confused. But that's what we get. Like, Social Security is like praising this bill, telling me some nonsense about tax reduction to the older people, 65 plus, which is, what does that even do? And the rest of what they did isn't there. Not even a word. It's just this guy, you know, being like, Trump's great. And he's the head of Social Security. So this is the kind of shit I now get to look at and think to myself, well, next month, I don't know how much I'm going to get to SNAP. And I also don't know how my healthcare is going to look in the future. That's what this is. And it says nothing about any of that. It just says, this is a big, beautiful bill. It's going to do so much for you if you're 65 and older. But fuck everyone who's poor. I'm so agitated. So yeah, that's where my mental brain is at right now. Getting shit like that from the government, from the official Social Security. Great. It's propaganda in my head. Like, I looked at that and went, this isn't real. This is what American propaganda looks like. Because it was sent to everyone who has Social Security insurance of some sort, like SSA or, in my case, Social Security Disability Insurance, which I can only think they might want to get rid of that someday. My mental health is shit in general. And then, as I was talking about on July 4th for that stream, I have to maintain some degree of, like, everything's okay, right? When I feel like I'm living in a bad dream. Like, this feels like it shouldn't be, like, it's happening, and it really shouldn't. It, like, defies sense. Whenever I hear about it or look at it, it's like, how is this real life? And I'm telling you now, I actively try to stay away from all this. But this is something I got as official notice from Social Security. And it's disgusting. It's just American propaganda. Awesome. So, you know, everything sucks. That's the dreaded feeling I'm dealing with lately. And it's why I'm putting my head into video games as much as possible. My birthday was a nice distraction from it, to be honest. I'm kind of just like waiting for it to happen, like waiting for something else. It's always something else. And this is me venting, by the way. If you're wondering what Wellness Wednesday is, well, I'm trying to stay well. I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm not well. Because I'm just not. This has been up the whole time, and I'm sorry. Have I eaten? Yes. Yes, I have. We answered the question. I have eaten, yes. I forgot to close that out. On the plus side, I get to step away from all this in about a week. A little more than a week and a half now. And I'm looking forward to it, which is... it's hard for me to feel like I'm looking forward to things, I have to admit. The same thing with anything I feel. It's a little muted. Whenever people say, "Did you have a good time?" I go, I didn't have a bad experience, but did I feel good? I'm not sure. Depression rules my existence. I'm not sure what feeling good is like. Looking for my calendar. What am I doing? Yeah, a week and a half. I will be heading off. Damn it. Heading off to Vermont on the 21st. So I'll have a Sunday live stream before that about when I'm going to go. I haven't decided when I'm going to be there, come to think of it. Yeah, I just realized I have to think about when I'm actually going to be there. I believe I want to get there in like the day. So it would be a day I leave here and get there within a day, because it's not that far away. But I'm looking forward to getting away from everything. Like, part of my problem with how I'm feeling right now is I'm so like plugged in, and what we're living in now is just insane. Looking forward to Tuesday. There you go. Yes, Tuesday. I haven't forgotten. I'm looking forward to getting rid of that G&T thing, just for you. It'll be a good break. Oh yeah, that was the one nice thing. And I think this is something other people are doing in general, is it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, it's unreal how bad things are out there, that everyone's just looking at what they can look at in their lives right now. You know, everyone else, well, I make an assumption about how other people's lives are, but it's usually there's so much that they have to do that they don't have time to worry about that. And I think that's kind of where things want us to be, is you have so much in front of you that you can't worry about the larger thing that's happening out there. And oftentimes the same excuse I use, it's like it's out of my control, because it is. It is so far out of control, and it's so far out of any control I could have on it. It's just me waiting to see what terrible thing happens at X. And I've said this many times now, and I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it because it keeps happening. Ever since this year started, it's like, what the fuck is going to happen next? What new horrible thing is going to happen to take our attention away from everything else? My brain's still in like what was happening in California. You know, that wasn't too long ago. There was a complete uproar. Now I don't hear anything, except recently something caught my eye, and apparently they sent some actual troops into California for some reason. Military stuff. Armed people. For no reason. That's all I gathered from it. It was, they went to a park and wandered around, and then were asked to leave, and they left. That was what I saw earlier today. I was like, what? That's the newest distraction. On top of something about Russia being shit and bombing people with drones. And I'm not even looking for it. That's the worst part. I can only imagine how other people are dealing with it. Like, how are all of you dealing with the constant barrage and the endless advertisement? That's another thing that's been bothering me. Is I can't look anywhere. I can't look anywhere except in here and not see some form of advertisement. You're probably going to see some form of advertisement while I'm doing this, because YouTube likes advertisement. But I don't know if it's actually done for live streams. I hope not, but I don't see why YouTube would stop that. That's why I don't like being on Twitch, because I know it's advertisements. Ooh, I just realized something. Oh, wait, no. I don't know if I have control over advertisement on my channel yet. Or on my, what do I call it? Channel? Twitch channel? I don't know. If you haven't followed my Twitch channel, do it. Oh, like, subscribe. Join my Patreon, join a member of the channel. Links down below to birthday wish list and camping wish list. There. Unfortunately, Prime Day was tomorrow. You missed it. Prime Day was yesterday. You missed it. I'm thinking about tomorrow. Imagine trying to do anything with this kind of brain. It's awesome. Oh yeah, and follow me on Twitch. There you go. That's what triggered that whole little scenario. I don't know how that works. I think I have to deal with having more than like 3 people in chat talking, and have to have 100 followers or something like that. Which is, we're pretty close to that. 100 followers is a lot easier than 1,000. I'll say that much. And thank you all for hearing me rant. I don't like doing this, but if my mental health needs to stay in check, I need to get this stuff out of my mind. And unfortunately, I'm seeing my therapist tomorrow. So really, this is like the prelude on top of everything else. Honestly, I talk to much more things that are relevant to my life rather than rant and rave about things that I can't do much about. The only good thing is Rhode Island feels very far away from all of it, because it's Rhode Island. And I do know there have been like little sightings of bullshit ice people popping up here and there. But usually the response is not nice to them, which is good. And that's usually a city thing, where I've heard it happening, like in Providence. I just don't want to be near any of it. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to be around it. I want to go back in time. I want to go back in time when, like, Republican presidents just annoyed me for being the president, instead of this new era of disgust. It's so bad. And besides it being upsetting in like an angry way and a holy shit, how are things like this way, it's incredibly sad and super depressing. Like anyone, I think I mentioned this on the 4th, anyone who feels like an American and what America is looking at that and is sad about it. It's not this. What we do know is this isn't it. Yes, thank you, Zenbood. Get me drunk. You can't do that on Bureau. It's impossible. I did get more news. This is more venting. And it's not bad news, but it's just the way I think it was said to me in an email or a message, is that I got a note, I think it's called, from the person who checks my gastro stuff. And she told me my liver hasn't changed since last year. And part of me is like, what the fuck do you mean nothing's changed? I haven't had a drink of alcohol in a year. The liver is supposed to recover. But there's also the part of me that's thinking I was abusing it for 30 years. It's not going to get better quickly. But I'll know more when I talk to her in person. As far as the liver levels and everything else, looks fine. Looks good. That's the important part. So I'm getting to the point where it's discouraging. It's definitely discouraging to hear that as the little bit of like notes under the liver thing. Like nothing's changed. It's like, how is that possible? How is it look? How is it exactly the same? Slated to be delivered on Tuesday. Oh, that's all right. They'll just drop it off. They always do. Hopefully they'll drop it off where I can see it. Sugar Kitty meow. It's you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. Is always greatly appreciated. I'm ranting. That's the theme of tonight. Ranting at the system, and it's failing. It's complete failing. On purpose. I never wanted to live during a time where I looked at the government, which already annoyed me. I was annoyed by the government. It seemed really slow. Nothing really seemed to happen when it was supposed to. And now everything's happening so fast that we can't control it, and it's all bad. It's all just... It's like if a kid, a small child, just knocked over an entire Lego set and then pretended to put it back together as if they knew what they were doing. When it's a child and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, so you just get a mess. You get something that was working-ish and looked fine, and then you get garbage. You get a pile of Legos that doesn't look like anything. And it certainly doesn't work. Yeah, let's do it. Sure, kids, go. Yeah, medical is part of it. Like, I'm seriously concerned about this one, which needs to be refilled soon. But there's 3 in there. So this is $1,000. And that is medication I've been taking that specifically targets bipolar 2. That's why it was designed, is to help with my symptoms and such. And I have felt pretty good while I've been taking it. Not feeling great right now, but that's just part of the, it's part of the problem. I am accustomed to my ups and my downs. Yes, there's that too. Yeah. What's worse? Like, I would love to travel overseas, right? I would love to see other countries because they're not as bad as this, and I don't know how they could be. I know there are a lot of other countries that I never want to go to that are really bad. But I'm thinking places like Ireland, England, Scotland. I'd like to go to Japan just to see a whole other culture entirely. You know, if they allow us over there anymore. I don't know. There's something there, but I don't want to look at it, whatever that is. Just... But I feel like, since I'm an American, if I go over to any other country, they're going to see me as one of those stupid Americans. Which they already did. Americans that travel around the world are pretty goddamn stupid. I've seen. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'd like to just be the American. You know, the tourist. That's fine. I'm an American tourist. That's what I am. But as far as like an American who is part of the problem over there, ugh. I'm glad one of them is going better. Good God. Yeah, my scare every time is this thing. Yeah, polio was wiped out, but we wanted to come back. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it's like all, like I said, knocked everything down that was kind of working. And just decides, like, I don't know where it stops, right? Like, where does this stop? How does this, like, disaster we're just watching, why is nothing happening to counter it? That's the big question in my mind. Why is, like... I would like to believe most Americans can look at what's going on and say, no, this isn't supposed to be this way. Get that guy out of there. Like, get these people out of here. They're just going nuts. They're going nuts. They've completely disregarded what they're supposed to do as their designed, like, title. And they're just saying, fuck it. They've used the example of if the offices that they are in right now were a job as simple as working at a Barnes & Noble. I worked at a Barnes & Noble. If anyone was behaving at a job that they had like they are right now in the White House, they would be fired immediately. Immediately. Like, completely ignoring what they're supposed to do. Completely. It's so bizarre. And like I said, I don't think about it, I don't talk about it, but it's just, part of it is because it doesn't do me any good. And I'm in that space of like waiting to see what will go away. Like I said, Snap and Medicare, Cade, my brain doesn't allow me to figure out which is which. They sound too much the same. Thankfully, I'm on Medicare and Medicaid. So that's the only thing I have going for me. So if one fumbles, I'd like to see the other one will help, but I don't know that. I don't know that at all. Hold on, I'm trying to look at my prescription. I mentioned the concern to someone at CVS recently, because I will see a bill, like I'll see the cost of the drug. Oh, yes, but I'm on both. I'm on both. I went through the process of getting on both somehow because I'm a mess. No. Yeah, Sugar Kitty, I don't even know how it works. I just know I bungled along with all of it and tried to figure out what I was supposed to do and where I was supposed to go. And I got on both of them. And it's fine. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's all fine. I went through all the processes I had to and somehow ended up here. And that sucks for me because, like, anyone could be like, well, what happened? And I'll be like, I don't know. I'm just fumbling over all this. Oh, they are? Yes. The one thing that I do like is when thunderstorms roll around, because they are the great reminder. They are the thing that can roll in and destroy the comforts humanity has. Like, thunderstorm rolls around, everyone loses power. Nature. Nature is letting you know, stuff in Texas, nature, and roll it back into a problem. We can't even figure out what the weather is anymore. We can't even figure out what's going on with, like, airplanes and travel. That's all fucked up now too. Everything's a mess. And it feels like something that's being done purposefully just to make it so people are worried about so much that is going wrong that they have no chance to stop what is causing the problem. Thor and Odin bowling? Yeah, pretty much. I haven't had anything like that. We had some, like, rumblings in my area last night. So I was, like, part of me, I even sent a message to my friend. I was like, if you don't hear from me, it's because we lost power. Because I thought we might. I thought, you know, that's happened. My brother lost power for like a day or two. Sucked for him. Mama KillCo offered up my, this is what Mom does sometimes. She offered up my battery, the camping battery, which I just I recently recharged it, and it was at 75%. And it's been at 75% since the last trip. So it's interesting. Like, I don't understand batteries at all, but it's nice to have something that is reminiscent of a car battery, because the car battery just works. It's a big battery in your car, and it turns it on when needed. And you know, you only have to change it every once in a while. At least that's my experience. I don't know. I think I might have had my battery charged or changed once with my other car, but I don't remember, honestly. It was definitely going. It was absolutely an older thing. All right, I'm looking at the pharmacy, Brian. Get on your shit. If anything, I just like to let you... I like to think I'm letting you guys know that I'm in the same mindset, and for different reasons. And I don't want any of this to be political, because it isn't political. It's just looking at the country I live in and going, what the fuck? Because politicians are doing outrageous things that, if it happened at any other point in time, it would be insane. And it still is insane, but nothing's happening. It's unbelievable. And all I do is I think about the hope, the desperate hope, that at some point in the future, some of them will be dead. That's a great one. And can't do any more harm. And some of them will be in jail. And some of them are going to be held accountable for what they've done. Judges especially. Like, if I see, like, judges getting paid off is the worst. The Epstein thing, that's the big news recently, too. Talk about this thing for years and years and years, and suddenly it doesn't exist. And there's only one reason why it couldn't exist right now is because too many important people with lots of money are on that list. So they had to make it go away. That's the only reason I can think of. Like, there's no other reason to be like, there's so much media attention to this thing and suddenly it's gone. As if nothing ever happened. Insane. Insane. It's unbelievable. And I hope you can't hear the music next door. The freaking evil spirit that lives next there has decided to play music loudly. And I'm still convinced she's partially deaf. Which is why she plays it so loud. What am I looking at? Caplita? Scheduled. Oh. That's funny. So I'm looking at my prescription, this here. It's a $1,000 medication I need to take. And I'm lucky that it's just one. Sugar kitty. I only got one. But it looks like it's going to be refilled tomorrow. Automatically. So the hope is that it'll get refilled tomorrow. Usually there's a little delay for whatever reason. And then I have a big day tomorrow. I hate it. I have to get up early for my therapist talk on my computer, so it's just a lot like this, except a professional. Instead of you guys, sorry. I like you guys, and I'll tell you guys my problems, but I have much worse problems that I can't talk about here because of mental health stuff. So there's that. Then I have to go to a doctor's appointment, which is 45 minutes away. I don't like that, but it's only an appointment I have to go to every once in a while. This will be the second time I'm going to one. And then I think I'm supposed to stop at the house to help Dad and Ma with something. But that's it. That might include Anna D's. Which, if there's anything in life that I can do, is I can just go to a nice little local cafe where they recognize you and they like it when you're there. And I can get a goddamn latte and sit down in the small place I'm accustomed to, and I've been going for years, and have a nice bagel, egg, and cheese with an Irish cream latte. Sounds nice. Heart issues. I have the 2 injectables. Oh, God. Oh, Sugar Kitty, I hope it all goes well. Like, it's just... The thing that's keeping me sane is doing this kind of thing, by the way. It's why I started doing gaming streams. Because I needed to be somewhere else. And I like the company. I like the company in this way because I don't socialize in other ways. I will be socializing again, unfortunately. I've mentioned in the podcast this week that I will be returning to exercising next week. Actually, this week, on Saturday. And then I will be exercising Saturday, Tuesday, afternoon. So that won't be until 5:30. I'm letting someone know. It's walkable from work. There you go. That always works. And then Friday. So Saturday is one I don't want to do, but it's the first one she's doing at her new place. So we're going to go see her. We're going to go see her at 8:30 in the morning. But oh my God. Oh, that's better. Other 2-1 isn't the end of the world, but it's frustrating. The insurance company keeps denying because they want to change the dose. Why do they get to decide the dose? Insurance can fuck off. What does your doctor want you to do? I don't know, man. Every time I start looking at the world that we're in, it just seems to unravel. Like when you look at it, it's just something that doesn't make any sense. As human beings, as the creatures we are, you look at the environment we're in and how things are, and you go, this doesn't feel right. this doesn't seem quite right. And we have the knowledge that we have plenty of food. You know, look at any supermarket. Walk into a supermarket, look around and say we don't have enough food. No, there's plenty. There's plenty of it goes to waste, too. Maybe I watch too much Star Trek. Oh, yeah, those are great. Those are great. I'm lucky that I don't have a major issue with mine. There's just... Well, how many prescriptions do I have from different people? Hold on. Let's see. 1 from my gastroenterologist. 3 from my psychiatrist. Pissed about that, by the way, because I had an appointment with him earlier this month. I don't remember what day. Possibly the 1st. And they canceled on me the day before. And then when I called to reschedule, they said next month. And they've done that to me numerous times recently. So I'm a little bit miffed about the entire thing. And it's mainly just to check up and make sure my prescriptions are up to date and I can get refills, but stop canceling on me. And then the only option I have for a new one is next month. Like a month. I was going to see them the next day, and then it was a month. Unreal. Anyhow, gastroenterologist is 1. Psychiatrist is 3. I have 1 doctor that gave me 1. What's the other one? My dermatologist gives me like 3 ointments and 1 shampoo. There's a lot of insurance stuff happening here, by the way. I feel like there's another. 2, 1. Those are the ones I take most of the time. Yeah, that's about right. Is the dispensary in that count? No, but it could be. Insurance doesn't cover that, you see. But they're very good at making their bottles look like pharmacy things. And those are tablets, which I've been taking. They help. My day just kind of zips by when I take that. And I feel a little better, so I might take one now. Because I don't feel great. What was the Dollar Tree I got? I don't know what it's called. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I got to check. And it's just called Skittles, except it's Z at the start. So it's ZKITTLEZ. Skittles. Indica hybrid. And it's a low one. So the THC is 16.6%. TAC, which I still don't understand what that is, 19.42. 1 gram. Medication. Thank you, YouTube. But I do like these. Like here. I'm going to show you my medicine. Looks like a tablet, right? Looks like a freaking Tylenol. Wild. That'll get me through the evening, hopefully. Another set of phone calls, all because the pharmacy calls the doctor calls the insurance, finds out what they want, writes another prescription, sends to the pharmacy. Yeah, it's a little... Did I mention how the system seems like it doesn't work? Like the environment we're living doesn't seem right? It's just systems that don't work, you know? And we're just at that. There's a reason why. 1, they didn't work great before. I can look at that and imagine, like, it is phone calls, which is the same. Total all. Okay. I don't know. That's the new one. I know what CBD is and THC is, and then they add TAC, and I'm like, I don't know. Okay, sure. But Yeah, I'm losing my mind, like most of us. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why nothing's happening, and it feels like we're never going to catch up to what's going wrong to stop it fast enough. Or if we'll be able to, because the systems that are supposed to control what is happening are being manipulated or just removed. Or purchased. That's the other one. The corruption in the country has reached a level that is just bonkers. No one has to tell the truth. No one has accountability. It's just do whatever because you can. And what are they going to do about it? As long as you start to like take away anything that could support them and make their lives easier, they won't be able to do anything. Unfortunately, as history has shown, when people hit a certain degree of desperate, they push back pretty hard. And I can only hope we don't get to any extreme points, but I certainly know that the rampant, active destruction of the entire government system is not going to go unchallenged. Like something is going to happen. What that is, when that is, I don't know. I hope it'll be soon, because all I keep telling myself is this is 6 months, going on 7 months that we've been living in this. And it's already at this point. Imagine what it'll be at the end of the year. Insane. But as I said, I'm focusing on the little things I can handle. And unfortunately, like I said at the start, I read the Social Security propaganda thing I was sent about something to do with people on SSD who are over 65 who get a pay or a tax write-off of some sort. I don't know. I just know I looked at that and went, this is bullshit. It doesn't help. It doesn't really do anything. And it didn't say anything about what the bill did to SNAP, impacts me, and Medicaid. Medicare, whichever. You know, gutting those systems, yay. So I get to update all of you. That's the only thing I can do. Because I can say for sure this. Here we go. We're coming up to the end of the stream. That went faster than I thought because I was just complaining. And I apologize for that. But if anything, the hope is I'll get this said, and then years now I can look back and go, gosh, I'm glad everything changed for the better. I remember how miserable I was and angry and frustrated. But now things are so much better. It's the story I'm telling myself, and leave me alone. So where is it? I know where I put these things. There we go. And I have gotten no other word about Snap or... Actually, no, I have. Wait. I didn't read that one. Where is that? Crap, I had another one. I got another email or got another something. It basically said, like, your stuff could be cut. Like, it could be lower. I can save on groceries. I'll try to dig that up. I don't remember where I saw that. I think that was an email, or it could have been just a notification, but I think it was an email. Anyway, I can tell you that at the beginning of each month, I get $292 for groceries. That's a fair amount to me. I'm a single person, so that's pretty much enough, and it's been something I've gotten along with for a while. It works. It's not great. But I can't say what it's like for someone else who has a normal job and buys groceries. Like, if you were a single person right now, which I don't think any of you are, and you had to get groceries every month, would $292 be enough, or would that seem like not enough at all? I don't know, because this is just what I have. So it's enough. I make it enough. But knowing even like $92 off of that is like $200. And I bet you in my head, I don't remember what the percentage was, but it could be either halved or it could be all of it. I do not know. because I don't have a job, and I haven't had a job for 14 years, going on 15 years with this year. I believe I stopped working in 2011? Hold on. Yeah, 2011 or 2012. It's all a bit blurry at this point, which is kind of scary. I believe I lost my job just before I turned 30, but I'm not sure. Sorry, I was laid off. That's a nicer term. Suspiciously, it was around the time I realized I had a diagnosis, and they also, again, this is one of those things that's always going to bother me because I don't know, but it's because my medication says needs to be careful operating machinery, and I operated a big machine thing. It wasn't like anything dangerous, but I think that's why they let me go. I can't prove it because they could just deny it. They did more than me getting laid off. So in my head, maybe they were going to just do layoffs anyway, and I was going to go out no matter what. But I felt a little funny about it. But whatever. That place isn't there anymore. It doesn't matter. If I had kept the job, I would have been just as miserable, and I would have lost my job anyway. Yay. So I wonder. I wonder and I wonder. But we'll see. You all know now. As of today, as of this month, I got $292 for groceries. Snap. As of next month, I have no idea. I would like to believe it'll be $292 again, but because chaos ensues and people who are getting jobs in government positions that have no experience and don't know what the hell they're doing and can't be held accountable at all for anything they do, who knows what's going to happen? We've just let a bunch of apes out into the White House, and they're slinging shit at each other and anyone else who comes near them. Welcome to America. Unreal. Whatever. Again, we're working on wellness here. And the wellness is that we're all here. We all made it through another week. We're fed. We have water. We have some degree of comfort. And we have a bed to sleep in. And maybe someone who's with us. In my case, it's someone far away, but you know. Somebody give a shit that we're alive. That's all of you guys, I hope. I'm making a vast assumption here. I'll be back on Friday. I don't know what's going on Friday, though. It's freaking Friday. Get into another weekend. I'll probably be talking about going back to exercise because, again, that's going to be in the morning. I have not been waking up early. I woke up around 8:30 this morning, which was nice. But I think I woke up earlier. So I think I woke up around 7. Like, went to the restroom, came back, and just fell asleep for another hour. I'm not sure because it's that kind of fuzzy. Monkey spear? Monkey spear is like 2. I do not know what a monkey spear is. It sounds hilarious. Yes. But you could be posted on next week. And again, we have plenty of time. Since my appointment ends at noon, and then I have at least 5 hours to do whatever. Give you your whiskeys and also the gin and tonic thing, which I'm sure you'll love. You'll tell me all about it and rave and maybe buy some for yourself. Nice sips of them and one other person. Therefore, they're all they care about. Yeah. I wish I cared about myself a lot more. That'd be great. But I don't want to be a monkey sphere. We're social animals. Look up what bonobos are like. That's what I learned about bonobos, and I'm like, we are doing this wrong. Our culture should be a very different way. But we got angry, stupid apes doing this at each other and flinging shit at each other. Great. Yeah, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.